Hello, Palm Springs. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Coachella Valley. How you doing, Claudia?
Hey, Conrad, happy summer.
Whew.
Did you stay out all night enjoying the solstice?
Ugh.
Crazy or anything like that?
No, I looked from the inside out. That's what I did.
It was
Because in case people don't know, it has been very, very mucho calor here in the desert. Very hot here in the desert.
perfect for the unveiling of Marilyn last night downtown on Museum Way.
That's right. Marilyn was here. I know that you went to stop in to see what's going on there. We also, this past week, we went to the MiniVillage Fest, which started off kind of summer, and the idea that Village Fest will hopefully be back soon. So there's lots to talk about.
Yep.
All right.
So last Tuesday was June 15th, and we all know what that was, right?
That's right.
Opening day for the state of California, where all of us who have been vaccinated got to take off our masks and go mask-free, outdoors, indoors,
What a relief.
Oh, I know, exactly. I mean, I think we were probably out and about for a few weeks, and it was totally fine. But, now the restaurants and, other places, movie theaters, you're totally allowed to go mask free.
And one of the good things about that, Claudia, is I was glad to be without my mask that day because it was so hot.
Oh.
It was amazing.
And there we were out at Palm Springs to celebrate, had a MiniVillage Fest, kind of a precursor of what's to come. Those great Village Fests, which are Thursday nights, sorry. And you and I were there in the blazing sun, with our microphones, grabbing people, the few people that were out there.
That's right. And Claudia, you can tell, and to our viewers, you can tell when it's hot when the camera that we were using said, "I'm out of here." It just went off a couple times.
Too hot for the camera.
We and the camera had to go inside to get cooled down. And we were very fortunate because we went into a really cool restaurant that I'd never been to before.
Yeah, Michael at Cafe Jasmin gave us the royal treatment. And boy, let's take a look at our outdoor and indoor festivities and everything he had inside on the walls in Cafe Jasmin.
So much in there.
Right?
Let's look at it.
Lots of history.
Okay, so Conrad, we are live at the first MiniVillage Fest in what, a year and
a year plus.
3 months? I think 3 months. So June 15th, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Aside
How
from
are
sweating,
you?
but we all are. But are you happy?
I am extremely happy. It's the opening of California here in Palm Springs at 120 degrees or something. Oh, I heard it's 117 now.
Oh yeah, it's tempering down.
My name is Larry McGill.
Larry.
Are you here from the desert?
I moved here. Yeah, I'm here in
moved here
Cathedral
yesterday.
City 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It's
I'm
fantastic.
from Cathedral City
Yeah,
also.
I'm
Nice
here
to
in
meet
Palm
you.
Springs.
Nice to meet you.
Good deal. It is so hot here in the desert that our phone went out because it was just too hot.
Yeah, so we're taking respite in Cafe Jasmin with wonderful Michael, the segue to the stars here, and you've been like the chef to the stars, I would say, right? For many, many years.
Many years, we've been 26 years, and many stars were here in our restaurant. Even we are so happy to Palm Springs is reopening again, even the Village Fest and Street Fair, which is really something very important for this town to show the pattern. You can see just a couple pictures here on the wall.
Let's go walk in.
Let's go have a look. Ooh.
This is only something.
Well, there's Rita. We're just passing Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hevo, she was very good friend of ours. She passed away last year. Mary Wilson for some prints, unfortunately. She was very young person, passed away.
Who would you say is the most recent person who was here?
Barbara Eden.
Let's go back and let's go look at her
Super,
picture.
yeah.
So you showed me somewhere. Here it is, right? There it is. And how recent was Barbara Eden here?
Like 3 weeks
Wow.
ago, and she's a beautiful lady, 90 years old, and a great personality.
in a bottle.
I dream of Ginny. There is another guy who comes, we keep in touch, it was like 6 months ago. This is Richard Chamberlain.
Oh, I so
He loves
wanted
our
to
upper strudels, and our stuff make for him a special pasta Italian with grilled chicken and a Mediterranean.
I so
marinara
wanted to
sauce.
be his
Yeah,
patient.
So Michael, let me ask you a question. How is it that you get so many stars?
Good food.
Is it the good food? Or
Good
is it your
food and good personality.
There you go.
These are little tidbits of what the street fair will be to come for the summer. For example, do you need a greeting card? I mean, maybe you do.
Let's go look
What?
at greeting cards.
$1? No, $3. You know, prices have gone up during the pandemic, probably 25 to 30%, but that's okay. Oh,
Tell us the name of your little.
Oh, it's the company name Samomi. And
oh, it's Japanese, kind
So
of.
these are cards
All of
that
us,
you
yeah.
made.
we make everything here. Yep.
So tell us about what goes in. What does
How
it take to make
beautiful
something
this
like this?
is.
Oh,
What do you do? How do you?
we
how do you-
design it and we print everything,
It's three-dimensional. You
and then we
add.
just add on everything on the card. Yeah.
Look how pretty that is.
Thank you.
See, it's interesting in that, you know, people think that the world stopped, and the world did stop, but people are still behind the scenes making their crafts in order to try to sell it by doing it online or going to different kinds of markets that are available.
Well, I keep
So let's see where we can go to. Let's how about
getting a little toasty here.
It's getting warm. Let's go look at some clothes. There's always time to look at clothes. Let's see who's the owner of this store. Hey, how you doing? Come on up. Hey, Barbara, how are you?
Oh my gosh, look at you. Wow.
You're wearing
It's
your
the
world.
80s. That's what I do like to wear when I sell.
Well, great.
Whoa, but you really can wear that. Was this getting you hot in the sun?
No, well, we've been mostly in the shade.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, and
So-
nice. We've met such nice people here tonight.
Well, tell us a little bit
Is
about
this the
your
first time
place.
at like a village fest?
But this is a mini village
Right, the
fest.
mini
Let's come around this
Yes.
way. So we can
Yeah.
Come this way,
like
Barbara.
this. Here, look at this dress.
So tell
No,
us
we
about
were
this.
looking
Where
at
does this
that.
come
This
from?
is a 1990s, which now, believe it or not, is vintage.
Exactly.
Claudia, meeting Michael and stepping into Cafe Jasmin, what a find that was.
Oh, I know. It was really amazing. Everybody who was anyone celebrity-wise has walked in and out of those doors and often brought a photo or signed a photo or
Yes. Yeah. And what was interesting is what I liked about it is that first of all, we were able to cool down inside there. And he has so much energy and information. But when we went outside again to walk around and talk to the various vendors, you know, I'm so, I guess I could say proud of them that they survived standing outside during those couple of hours because it was very warm.
I don't know how they did it. And when the sun dropped behind the mountain, though, you could see more people starting to come out and, you know, join in a little celebration we had. And
it's summer in the desert. This is what it is. This is what happens.
And how did we end our celebration that night?
A beverage or two.
Fabulous Mai Tais at Tommy Bahama, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, and last night was probably an even bigger event, well, definitely a bigger event in downtown Palm Springs as the crowds gathered both yay and nay for the unveiling of the Marilyn statue. Marilyn Monroe, 26 feet high in the middle of Museum Way.
She's back. She's back.
She's back. And, you know, of course, you know, the protesters were all there wearing pink or red. And then there were other groups that, you know, were kind of on either side. And things seemed fairly peaceful. And we got some great interviews, talked to a lot of people. And then there was a presentation by the city council. And from what we understand, that's when things got a little tense. Somebody said something, and it was just
That's too bad.
totally uncalled for. Yes. And you know, this was a peaceful protest. People had their signs, you know, move Marilyn, or signs about Marilyn would not approve of this, and misogyny. And, you know, there's three different schools of thought as we talked about in a former episode was, you know, one was move Marilyn. Move Marilyn. She's not supposed to be on Museum Way. Number two, no street closure. Streets closed now for at least 3 years. And number three is the showing of her panties when you come out of the museum, and the way she's perceived as a woman who, you know, that group is saying she never would have approved of that. So, but there was no uproar on that side, just some chanting. And we had city council there, city council president, Christy Holstage and Lisa Middleton were there. And I think what the camp was saying was that there was no acknowledgement of the peaceful protesters, knowing that this has been an ongoing issue, just to acknowledge that they were right up in front and center. So that was kind of things that were going down.
Things going down in the desert. Let's take a look at this video and let us see let our viewers see what happened there.
Okay, the crowd is gathering. As you can see, there's the yays and the nays, and as we pan around, you'll see the signs are right up against the fence, and I think any minute now the gates are going to open. I don't know. Are we going to storm in there? Let's see what happens. Okay, so the sun is setting. Marilyn has been unveiled. I'm here with Kathy Murphy, who is you're associated with the Art Museum and Art Palm Springs and all of this. So the big controversy is how it's blocking the art museum. Tell us about that and what you think.
I feel that everyone's entitled to their opinion. Some people may find this a beautiful statue. I do not. Others may agree, but that's not really important. The thing that really bothers me is that this statue is blocking this beautiful museum that is becoming world famous. This is a spectacular view without Marilyn, and now the museum is forced to look out to the back of her and up her skirt, which is really not a view that I think world-class museums should look out on.
Well, in fact, Museum Way was created as a total eye line from Palm Canyon to the museum. And what do we think about that now?
This almost, I feel, is a bit disrespectful towards the museum because, again, whether you like the statue or not, it completely hides the museum. So some tourists who come to this town may not know much about the museum, being able to drive by and see the museum, it may prompt them to stop and look at the beautiful artwork they have to showcase. Now, the museum is completely overshadowed by this statue.
Well, it's interesting too because, it asks the question of what is art? Like, what are we looking at here? I mean, it's you've got, obviously the art museum is art, and is this art? We've had varied opinions when we've talked to people.
Correct.
It's
and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I feel that every place, everything that anyone deems as art deserves its own place. But this statue is absolutely wrong in that position.
And it was not planned for this position, so that's another point. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
And if you want to see what she looks like as you're exiting the museum from those beautiful steps, I've got a clip right here that I shot this morning.
Let's take a look.
Okay, I'm here at the Palm Springs Art Museum, halfway down the steps, and I'm about to go all the way down. I've got a beautiful sculpture here that showcases the entrance of the museum, and let's just pan around to Museum Way, and here's the new view that the museum goers will see.
I can tell you, Claudia, good or bad, I had my mom and dad and my family in town this weekend for Father's Day, and one of the things my mom wanted to do was go see Marilyn. So, it is an attraction. Right?
Yeah,
it is an attraction.
I mean, it is, but the back view is more of an attraction when you're coming out of the museum. And this morning, the roads are still closed, as you can see in my video, but there were definitely quite a number of looky-loos this morning too, just on both sides. So
definitely. We'll
see what happens, right?
That's right.
So Conrad, it's been a busy, hot week here in Palm Springs, right?
It has.
And more to come, but I think we might see a couple cooling days. But doesn't it seem odd that it's just summer and we've already been through this heat wave? I mean...
Well, you know what? Maybe we got these 123-degree record, out of the way already. And from this point forward, we're only going to be 115.
I'm hoping so. We took a couple days and went to Temecula, where it was a breezy 90, and it just like, whoa.
And you know, as we close out today, I want to mention something quickly. I mentioned my family was here for Father's Day. We actually spent some time in the Agua Caliente Casino in Cathedral City because it's right down the street from me.
I haven't been in yet.
We had a lot of fun there. Yes, we did some gambling, and luckily we all won some money. But we spent a lot of time in the sports bar watching the big screens and having. One time, everybody, when you come to Cathedral City and you go to the casino, you need to order the nachos. That nacho plate is so big and so delicious. You're not going to want to miss it.
But you guys all shared, right? You had like 7 or 8 people. Is that right?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Alan and I, probably not.
That's right. There's things to do, everybody. There's things to do here in the desert. All right, Claudia.
We'll be reporting from there in a couple of weeks because the shows are getting ready to start. Jazzville's coming. It's going to be fantastic.
That's right. Things are coming. We'll see you soon, everybody. Things are coming.
Bye. Stay
Bye-bye.
cool.